Talking with Burley, martial arts. So we got a good topic. Good topic. Being a martial artist in a relationship, in a serious relationship, and ups and downs you faced, and how it could actually affect your technique. I think there's a lot of martial artists that I run into that are probably into this situation and may not even understand the effects of, let's say, I'm not going to say a negative or positive, but a relationship that is not working in unison with your martial art profession, or what you're doing as a martial art, whatever you're doing, or that's working in accord with it, or that's working hand in hand with it. Because I meet a lot of martial artists and they say, I ask them, so how long you been training? 10 years, or 5 years. I've been training 5 years. But when you break that down into the real time they've spent training, out that 5 years, it may be, if you gather it all together, it'll be 6 months. And when I say that I've been training for like 12 years, it was longer than 12 years, but I'll just say for now, 12 years, 13 years, I trained every single day. Maybe sometimes when I was sick, but pretty much it was every single day, Monday through Sunday, 5-6 hours a day. So when I meet people and I say I've trained 10 years, I've trained every day those 10 years. And some people, when they say they've trained 5 years, they only mean 6 months out of that 5 years they were actually training. And this can go into the relationship thing where, if you got a girlfriend, you got to give her some time, or if you got a wife, you got to give her some time. And this just takes away from training. And, it's not a fair or unfair thing. It's just what it is. My teacher, Roberto Sharp, I asked him, why aren't there great martial artists like there were way, way, way back in the day? And he said, well, to become a great martial artist, you need one commodity, the commodity of time. So either you're extremely rich or you're extremely poor. You have some time, because you're going to need a lot of time to spend with yourself to make your technique excellent. And since, once again, keyword yourself, that takes you out of the relationship where your significant other needs you to be there and wants you to be there more. But since you need a lot of time for yourself to become proficient in martial arts, this becomes the fork in the road. And this is where a lot of relationships are beat up and battered, because this guy needs to be training 4 to 5 hours a day. And it beat up a relationship that I had myself, went the same path, because, I'm like Burley, 10,000 hours of training, got to get it in. But if you doing them 10,000 hours, you're taking hours from somewhere else. Somewhere else is getting the short end of the stick, and that could be the relationship. So being a true martial artist in a relationship, you need a partner that either has their own thing going on to where they can focus on that, and when you're off, they don't really notice, or they're in total support of what you're doing, and they're kind of like a part of your thing. She's making the t-shirts for you while you're out there kicking ass. She's wiping the sweat off of your face in between rounds while you got to go back in there and kick some more ass. Those partnerships will work and will help you on your martial journey. The partner needing more of your time and not understanding your martial journey will affect your martial journey, which will thus trickle down, affecting your skill. And maybe you get into a fight and get your ass kicked and your skill doesn't work because of this thing here. So as a martial artist in a relationship, you have to remember to either find someone who supports you, they have their own thing, or in the very rare cases, the very, very rare cases, she's a martial artist herself too. And he's a martial artist. And y'all be like the martial artist team, kicking ass together, tag teaming each other into the ring. So there we have it, the wrap on to Talking with Light Burley on everything martial arts, even relationships.